welcome me Breyers, and I do have a very special unboxing to do today. Apologies in advance for how dishevelled I look. We're still in the middle of a heat wave here in the UK and I'm not used to the heat at all, hence why I'm wearing a dress for once and why I look a little bit disgusting. So I apologise about that, but I couldn't resist coming on camera to unbox Fireheart. So it should be Fireheart in here, and he's only taken 2 weeks to get here from the US, which is probably the quickest I've ever received anything from Breyer. Added bonus, he didn't get charged any customs, he just got dropped off at my house, which is why I was quite surprised he arrived today, as I was fully expecting them to send me a customs letter. So without any further ado, I'm going to crack right on and get Fireheart opened. He's my very first Premier Club model from Breyer directly. The only other Premier Club model I have is Duende, but I bought him second hand. So I'm really excited to be in the Premier Club this year, and Fireheart was my main reason for joining. I feel like the boxes Breyer sends stuff in are so sturdy. I love them. I'm like, oh no, it's fine. I panicked for a second because it wasn't the Fireheart box, and I've got Meadowlark coming as well. But I then remembered that I think they do ship the Firehearts in the Breyer packaging still. Well, I hope you see. Yes, it's Fireheart. Just gonna slide him out. Making a mess. Here's the box. I love the Premier Club boxes. I love how they set the scene for the model. I really like this picture of Fireheart. I know they did it as a throw rug, which I didn't debate getting until I saw it was $80, just because I think this is a really nice depiction of Fireheart. So we've got that kind of deserty sunset, and then on the back we've got all the information about his creation and some pictures of him in development. So he was sculpted by Raven Maddock, and I believe it's the first time Raven Maddock has sculpted directly for Breyer. So I'm really excited to open him. I'm going to have a little read of the back later on, but I'm too excited to wait. So I'm going to go ahead and get him open for us. Trying not to cut the box because I do kind of want to keep the box. I don't usually keep my Breyer boxes, but in this case for the Premier Club horses I am going to keep them because I think it's nice to have the boxes. Don't know where I'm going to store them, but I'll find something, I'm sure. So I'm going to be really careful opening the sides of this box because I don't want to damage it. Okie doke. Some bubble wrap and his little bag. Just going to pop his box into safety. We've got the little Premier Club bag. This is so exciting, I've not had one of these yet. They're a really smooth texture and I can't wait to use them for transporting models about. They seem like they're really cushioned, really well cushioned. But we're gonna get to the main event now. Oh, this is so exciting, after Breyer Fest as well. Like, I'm still very hyped up from Breyer Fest, so this is really nice that he's arrived while I'm still in that mode. Ooh. Try and get him out as smoothly as I can. Okay. Lots of bubble wrap, that's what we like. So I really love Mustangs and wild horses, and they are one of my favourite types of horse. You'll probably know my favourite are drafts. So it's quite nice that he's a drafty Mustang as well. He's more of a heavier set Mustang than a lot of the other sculptures Breyer has of Mustangs. I'm super excited to see how he looks in photos. That's what I do with a lot of my collection. He's in a little packet. He's quite hefty actually. He's not really heavy, but he seems like quite solid holding on to him, which is always good. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's get all this off him. And his head, protecting all his luscious mane. Here he is. Oh wow, he's got quite a strong smell to him. He does literally just smell of plastic, but I'm quite okay with that. It's really nice smell to me. It's just new Breyer. So I'm just having a little look at him now. He's got beautiful masking. I'll show you all his details in a moment in a bit more of a close-up shot of him. But he is stunning. Like, this sculpture is so, so nice. Wow, he is fantastic. He's like, I just love how his tail kind of comes up like this, and then he's got all this movement in the front. He just looks really dynamic. I think he's going to be so, so stunning. I loved all the photos that people have been posting of him so far, so I'm really, really happy with that. His little booty, he's got his Appaloosa blanket, and he has got like some little subtle dapples, which I'll show you as well. I'm just looking him over and I can't see any really glaring flaws with mine as well, which is lovely. I know there have been a few flawed ones and some with really bad overspray, but I think mine's really, really nice. I can't see any of that with him. And he has got all his masking detail around his spots and things. And I'm in love with him. He is as good as I was hoping he would be. He is absolutely stunning. I don't even have words for how much I love this horse. He is amazing. And Maeve Maddox done such a good job with the sculpture here. He's so, so interesting to look at. He's like what you'd imagine a dream horse to be. If you had like a dream about a wild Mustang, this is the kind of Mustang I would think of. Oh, I'm so excited about him. So I'm going to stop talking here with holding him. I'm going to switch to a view so you can see him up close in person. Alright, so here we have Fireheart just set out on my dresser so you can see him in a bit more detail. His colour is absolutely stunning. He almost looks kind of burnt caramelly to me. And I don't know if you can make out, but he does have some little dapples on his side. He is quite a heavy set Mustang, so he's got a bit of feathering around his bottom of his legs. And he has got those nice kind of stripes on his hoofs. I do really like his mane and tail. I know some people really hate pearly type models, but I actually don't think this is too over the top. I think you can make this look quite realistic. I love the expression in his mane and tail. And then this is him from a front view. I've just got my camera to refocus there for you. So he has this kind of stripe with a little snip. And I really like him from this angle. He looks really, really sweet. Like he's just trotting up to say hello. And I know quite a few people have said his head is really narrow, but I don't think it looks out of proportion to me. I'm no expert, but I think it actually looks really in proportion for him. I love him from this side as well. His eyes are so detailed. It kind of looks like he's looking right at you from this view. And as you can see, he has quite a lot of mapping around his Appaloosa markings. I meant to say mapping earlier, I think I said masking. But he's got lots of lovely mapping there and quite an intricate pattern on his bottom. And then this is him kind of from the back haze. So trotting off into the distance. He's going to be so fun to take photos of. Like, he is such a stunning sculpture. I think he's going to look really good with some of the other Mustangs in my collection as well. I could kind of do some wild horse photography maybe. And this is him underneath. They don't have any kind of printing or anything underneath the Premier Club horses. I absolutely love this guy. I'm so glad I joined the Premier Club this year because I always fall in love with the Premier Club horses, but they are so expensive. I often find if you're just going to buy one, it's probably better to do it by buying secondhand. But if you do really like all of the releases, it can be really expensive to get them through secondhand buyers. And I have a feeling this guy was going to be really popular, so I did bite the bullet and join the Premier Club this year. I'm so happy because I'm really looking forward to Astrid as well. I love little fjord horses, so she's going to be beautiful. And they've announced we're having a mare and foal set this year, so even better. So hats off to Breyer and to Raven Maddox. This is a beautiful sculpture. I have no doubt that he is going to be a popular one amongst fans. And yeah, I'm tempted to try and conquer him. He might be a bit of a space hog because he does have quite a long end of the tail. but he is a lovely sculpture. In summary, I've been very lucky to be able to get Fireheart this year. He is probably my favourite stallion in my collection now. He's just such a lovely colour and such an amazing sculpt. I really hope Ravenmatic does more sculpts for Breyer, because the level of realism that I think she's managed to achieve with Fireheart is fantastic. He's so well balanced as well. He's not tippy at all. I'm kind of lost for words, because I feel like I've been waiting for him for so long now. It's nice to finally have him in hand and have him with me. He's a really nice dark version of Fireheart, and Breyer have done a really good job with this paint job, and I can't wait to see all the different colours that this mould gets released in. I think he looks so good in lots and lots of different coat colours. So I'm going to leave it here for today. I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at Fireheart with me. I am probably going to spam my Instagram with pictures of him over the next few weeks, so sorry if you're not really a fan of Fireheart. He's going to be around a lot. Hope you've had a great day, and I'll see you soon in another video.